Hey everyone, it's the SEA Storyteller, and I'm here to talk to you about my portion in Rack Shack and Benny Remolded. Yeah, I already released a video, I know. If you just want to watch it without me talking, there it is. But here I'm going to give you my insight on this project. So, Gord reaches out to me, he says, "Hey Kendall, I'm doing Rack Shack and Benny Remolded, do you want to be a part of it?" I'm like, sure. He specifically asked me to be a storyboard artist, and I was supposed to do the sequence, like I think sequence 3 or whatever, when they're supposed to bow down to the bunny, or where they don't bow down to the bunny. And I kind of dropped the ball on that. I got really busy, you know, I think I was working on Proud Family at that time, so yeah, that was the case. I wish I could have done more. But instead, when I had the downtime, I picked up doing some work on the Think of Me song. And let me just kind of walk you through what we were going for. The idea was to do the story kind of like how Esther was done, right? Where it's like there is a biblical world going on out there, but the actual factory is an anachronism. Right? Like it doesn't belong in that period of history, but it's like, what if this factory existed in ancient Babylon? Because of course, this is the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So we dressed Junior's mother up like a biblical character, imagining that's where it was going on. While when they come into the factory, it's all factory-like. But if you pay attention, there's like little nodes and such that have like information, or they're written in like Sanskrit or whatever the term of the speech was in Babylon. But yeah, so let's see. When I was doing the sequence of Think of Me, the idea was to make it sweet, but keep it a little light and funny. So I really want to do some musical theater stuff. I had a lot more like swinging and spinning, but I don't think it all made it in there. Instead, we get some like ups and downs and, you know, just cute little beats here and there. The pacifier is cute, and yeah, people say, hey, we got rid of the Macy's Day Parade blimp, Junior's mom, and I'm very happy that we dealt away with that. On top of that, I also got to design the bunny, like the worship bunny.
The bunny they can look up to, and I mean way up to. This is just a model. The real bunny is 90 feet high.
And I kind of designed it with the idea that maybe the bunny could also be the boiler that they get tossed into. Wouldn't it be interesting if they got sacrificed into the bunny when they were being punished? And I really wanted to push kind of a look like, what do we call it? There was a film, an anime film called Metropolis, and because we're looking at like the 1920s, 1930s was the style of the factory, because Gord really wanted to push there was a film, the Hudsucker. I have to look it up. My apologies. I decided, oh, what if the bunny is also a boiler? So I made his eyes light up, so like when it reaches its full point, it can go ba 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 ba, and we see the light, and you can see that in the short. And he got a little bow tie with a little clock on it. And I don't know, I just wanted to put a bunch of really cool machinery on the bunny. Okay, another thing I was involved in helping out with when it came to concept art was the design for the factory, where Mr.Nezzer would, of course, make his chocolate. And I was inspired by the Volkswagen factory. And I don't know, there was kind of a mismatch because we'd already settled on the style of where the light was coming from and stuff. And so there was a bunch of images that like I worked through, but because of where we needed the light to come in from in the short, just the designs I had were not going to work. But by the time the designs came in, I think it was a nice blend of like some of my ideas and what Gord was already thinking. So, yeah, it pulled off and became something really, really neat. I really appreciate being a part of it, even though not every one of my ideas made it in, and I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to. I always love boarding for this. Oh, final thing I want to mention is I was going to make a series of shorts about, like, how to work at the Nezzer Chocolate Factory, and I'm going to share one right now.
Hello, new employee. Welcome to Nezzer Chocolate.
Oh, this won't do. Here, you're gonna need this hat. And also, you'll need a Nezzer uniform. Let's get started.
I'm going to share one right now. The idea was to do like a 1960s style worker information piece. And these were my designs for Larry, Lunt, and like a P worker. I really only finished Larry. I said I might finish this someday if I can think of some really good jokes. The idea was to call it "Don't Be a Bad Bunny," and it would tell you all these working faux pas that Mr. Nezzer did not like, and eventually ending with Mr. Nezzer starting to think about what it would be like to have people worship the bunny, right? Like it was kind of like done like a prequel to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But it never came to be. Once again, who knows? Maybe I'll have time sometime and I'll be like, oh, let me finish. Let me go join. Let me go recreate this idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little insight I'm giving into Rack, Shack, and Benny Remolded. And if you have not seen it, which I can't believe you haven't already, please go and check it out.